Thank God there's someone else like that.
Fucking focus real quick. Wow.
Crazy.
Oh,
good.
there it is. Finally. I love you.
Ew, gross.
Oh, like in the very first episode? You said that in the first
I
episode.
did.
Yeah, you were like, ew, gross.
Well, guess what? This is episode 10, double digits.
Welcome to episode 10 of the If When podcast. I'm saying that really loudly into the mic. Welcome to episode 10 of the If When podcast. My name is Jared.
And my name is Lily. That was really cringy. I didn't like that.
Leave it in. Hi. We are in a beautiful, loving relationship, and this is our relationship podcast where we talk about relationships, everything relationships, how to be in a positive and healthy relationship in 2026, which is very difficult to do, princess, as some would think, but like we kind of feel like we've got it locked down.
We are not therapists, doctors.
Yes.
We are only just sharing our experiences. This is not official relationship advice for any of the issues
This is
that
not
you have.
psychiatric advice. If you need mental help, please go get it from a professional. But like,
or if you need like an actual like marriage counselor or relationship counselor, please go find that. That is not us.
We're just two fuckers on the internet with an opinion
and
on
a microphone.
dating and a microphone.
Who gave us one of those? You did.
Me. I got these discounted on Amazon.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. I'm a frugal bitch too. I think back to last episode where I said I was a fruity beverage bitch.
And all the little boys got upset.
Dude, the comments, here's the
little
thing.
boys got upset.
They did.
You offended them so much.
I do not give a fuck what you think about beer. Who are you trying to impress?
They need your approval real bad. They need to know that you suck, I guess. I don't know.
No. Why is beer so aggressively associated with masculinity in like a forced way? Like you have to drink beer to be manly or to be a bro or to not be a pussy. And I'm like, I like a cocktail because this fucking tastes good. Beer tastes like shit bread water. Like it's awful. And I'm going to stand by that. Nobody can convince me otherwise. And I'm going to clip this too. And I'm going to post it again.
But like
my haters are my biggest fans.
There has been there's been twice in my life where I've actually wanted a beer, but I don't think I actually wanted a beer, but I wanted a beer.
Yeah.
And that's been
Hang on, now that we're talking about beer, let me pull out my sick fucking mug. Sorry, if you're listening to this, I have a badass Viking mug that I got on Amazon for our D&D show that we're working on. That like we're working on starting with one of our friends. But yeah, what are you looking at?
A lion, tiger.
What? There's a tiger in here? What the hell? There's no fucking tiger?
Right on the handle.
Oh, shit. No,
dumb idiot.
Is.
Dumb idiot boy like with no eyeballs.
You
can't
see. On the bottom? That's sick as fuck, dude. Yeah. This is a soda. So
dumb idiot. Anyway. What were we saying? You lost my train of thought.
Something about beer and sensitive men.
Oh, the times I've wanted a beer.
Yeah.
Have only been at work. Only been at work.
What does that say? What does that say about your work?
But like, I will see someone walk by with a beer at work, and it'll be hot out.
Ew.
And dude, no, but in that glass with the little foam on top, I'm like, actually, on a hot day, a nice cold beer kind of looks good. There's only been twice ever, and I've looked over and I've been like, that actually looks like I kind of want one of those. Very nice.
So this episode is about living together.
Oh, yeah.
It has nothing to do with beer. We currently live together. We are not engaged. We are not married. We are dating. We are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Scandalous. We've kissed before.
Yeah. Mom, I hope you're not listening. If you are, cover your ears.
It's okay, Mom. I've only held hands.
Yeah. But we live together. We made the active choice to live together. This wasn't a very like it wasn't out of convenience or out of obligation. We can talk about the convenience part because we did experience a little bit of that early on in the relationship. But once that passed, like there was an active decision made. So let's go into the back. Let's go into the backstory of kind of where we came from and how we got to where we are now. And we can talk a little bit about the journey and the decisions and the ups and downs and the stress and the money and all that stuff.
A long time ago, way back when in 2023. I don't really know. I feel like my side of the story is different than your side of the story.
Well, yeah.
But because work was anywhere from, if there was absolutely no traffic whatsoever, like nobody's on the road, about a 45-minute drive to work.
Where you were living.
Where I was living.
Yeah.
And that's fine. However, it was rarely 45 minutes. It was usually an hour or 2 hours, sometimes with really bad traffic. So I started kind of being like, oh, what if I just like stay the night and like pack for the weekend to stay the night at your place?
And I said, absolutely.
Yes,
Pretty girl staying at my house?
Because you're a man. And all men only want one thing.
Yes.
To watch Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That is what we did.
That is exactly what we did.
Exactly.
You had your cat, and I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender with your cat.
It was lovely.
It was.
It was one of my favorite things, getting a Snapchat from you in the middle of the day while I'm at work. Well, you like wake up. You're just like staying one extra night or something like that on your days off before you went back home. And then you just sent me a picture of you with like off in the background and like Mishu on your lap. And I'm like, I win! I won! Dude, I was so excited.
Speaking of cats.
Speaking of cat.
Max just jumped on the roof.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I felt like I just kind of kept coming over more and more.
During the event that we used to work, it was definitely out of convenience. So speaking on that a little bit, I think it's fine to live like with or without the other person during a time when it's like genuinely super, super convenient. Like the trade-off of staying the night with them far outweighs the like, hey, maybe we're not quite ready for this. As long as you guys are respectful, I think it's fine. If it's like, hey, you're 5 minutes closer to work, I don't think you have a good enough argument. But I was on your worst day of traffic, I was an hour and a half closer to work. That plus we were working the same time, the same days of the week. Your shifts were just like 45 minutes longer than mine, more or less. We could carpool. We had the same weekends, the same sleep schedule. Everything lined up for like 3 months. And so it made so much sense to live together. But I will say you spent the weekends with your mom, right? You went back to your mom's place. So that way it wasn't like, I am fully moved in, all my shit's here. Like you could go there and like all of your belongings were still there. So my living situation before and during this was I was in a camper. We live currently on my parents' farm. The camper was also on my parents' farm, and it was much smaller, way older, very rinky dink, and
bathroom.
The bathroom
no shower.
we had a shower, but it was not. It was gross to like shower in. Even if I cleaned it, like it was clean, but it still just felt
shower
gross.
Camper.
Yeah.
Or camper shower.
Yeah.
Hello.
And our camper right now is like kind of bougie, to be totally straightforward with you.
The luxury RV.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not like super dated. Our friends have walked in here and they're like, oh wow, shit, you have a nice place.
Fake granite countertops.
Yeah.
Fake granite countertops. We got a fireplace in here.
Yeah.
LED lights.
It's freaking sick. But before this, it was we got like
speaker systems set up through here.
Yeah.
We've never really used it much. We used to use it a lot more.
We just like, because I feel like my sound bar, the sound bar for the TV does a better job. And I can hook that up to my computer and
we need to use these speakers again when we work outside.
But my older camper was rinky dink, didn't have nearly enough room for you, but it was a bed that was an hour and a half closer to work. And I was there, and I had a cat, and I had video games. Like there was a lot of appeal, but it was not a permanent decision. And I'm really glad we didn't let it be. I'm glad that once that event ended and like our schedules went crazy again, we came together and kind of talked about it. And I told you, no, this was during the event. I think I told you, I was like, I want to be intentional about it. I don't want to fall into moving in together. I want to be very direct and be like, I want you to move in.
Yeah, you were very adamant about that.
Yeah. And that time, but when I told you that and when I asked you to move in with me were like not very far apart. But I think it was just because I was very ready.
Mhm.
And I felt like you were too, but I didn't want to force you. I was like, I would like it if you moved in.
I remember my conditions for moving in.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and
I
share 'em.
remember
'Cause I remember 'em
saying
too.
that I only remember the one reason. I don't
Mhm.
remember the rest. I needed a working shower in the camper.
Mhm.
And I think you were just kind of like, bet, do you want to buy a new one? And that was scary.
I feel like so we explored the option of moving into an apartment together for a short period.
I don't remember.
I remember perusing some apartments and like lightly showing them to you, but very quickly we kind of figured out that getting a different camper that was bigger and in better condition was going to be the smartest financial move
Mm-hmm.
for us long term. And it still has been. Like genuinely, this has been such a hack for us. I want to acknowledge to anyone who has opinions about this that like we understand the privilege that it is to be in this position at our age under this current economic situation and politics and whatever other issues are plaguing people in their 20s right now. This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't awesome in the old camper. So we came together and I was like, I want you to move in. You were like, I would love to. However, I can't move in unless we have a working shower in the camper. My parents have a property, I have a building 30 feet that way. And they're having to leave this building to go over there to shower and then come back and then have to interact with my parents
It
the
was
whole
very
time.
summer camp.
Yeah, it
Like when you stay
wasn't.
in a cabin and you have to go to the showers, you know?
I didn't want you to have to deal with that. And you didn't want to deal with that. So we were on the same page, which was nice.
Mm-hmm.
So we came together and we're like, let's just peruse Facebook Marketplace and RVTrader.com and like find out what's out there. We pulled some money together and we split the purchase.
Mm-hmm.
The rest is history. I mean, this thing has been awesome. It's probably will be one of the best financial decisions we have ever made, unless
Mm-hmm.
for some reason we become a bajillionaire dollars and we get lots of money, and then we'll be like, remember that time we had a camper?
Remember when we lived in a camper?
Remember we lived in a
I
camper?
can't wait if we ever do have kids to tell them that we used to live in a camper.
Oh, I can't wait to show them the shit, dude. This is
Like,
sick.
Way back when in like high school, before I ever thought about relationships or anything, and my parents can talk about this too, I had so many dreams of tiny home living. Like I was obsessed with tiny houses. That like on the little tray, like single wide
Mhm.
or double wide tiny houses. Loved those things.
They're like
I watched
$80,000.
They're so expensive. But I looked up so many different tiny houses and I was like, I would live in one of these. I would live in a freaking, like, I'd climb up the stairs to a loft and sleep in a freaking loft. Like, I was
That's
like,
like this tall.
Yes. And I was like, I can do that. I would do that. And I would by myself. I don't know if I would do that now. I don't want to be crawling into bed like that.
No, the thing with the appeal of a tiny camper is it's lightweight like a camper, a tiny house.
House.
It has the same like appeal as a camper, but it's bougie as fuck. The biggest problem is they're so expensive. They're so expensive. Compared to a camper, like this thing costs 1/6 of a tiny house, and it's so much bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Way bigger. This is very similar to like living in a studio apartment.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was obsessed with that. I was obsessed with van life. Like I was like, what if I took a school bus and turned it into like a home and think like
I have a friend who did that.
I was so obsessed with that.
Mhm.
And now if I could go back to myself then and be like, you're gonna do that but different. And be like, what do you mean? Be like, you're gonna do tiny living, but different.
Uh,
That's crazy to think about that I wanted this and I got it. In a way.
yeah.
I wasn't intentionally like, I'm gonna live tiny, but here I am.
Yeah. I don't know. This was such a big purchase. And
It
we
was
had to
scary.
have big trust between the two of us. I mean, we did it a year and a half ago. So
Mhm.
just over 1 year into our relationship, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was scary. I know that we both had to talk to our like circle of trust to be like, am I making a massive mistake right here? Or is this something that's genuinely a good idea?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like neither of us had made such a big purchase in our life compared to this. I mean, the next biggest purchase that we'll ever make is gonna be a house, like a real house.
Mm-hmm.
But next to that, I mean, I
I
was
had
worried about it too.
I had never bought a car. Like I
Mhm.
had never spent that much money on something before.
And the money is tied up in the relationship
Yes.
too. Without a contract, it's not like marriage. It's
No.
not like you can have a lawyer and a divorce
It was just
attorney
a
or whatever.
kind of a
Like,
verbal agreement. We thought about writing something up, but I was
yeah.
like, I don't know. I just trusted you,
Mhm.
and I know you have a head on your shoulders, and that you would be willing. Okay, that you would be willing to split evenly,
Mhm.
just as much as we put in evenly. Oh, your family would hold you accountable.
I was gonna say that next. I'm like, your insurance on this transaction was my family absolutely destroying me.
I just know that your mom has even said, like, if anything happens, she's like, you can live in the camper. The camper's here.
Yeah, she'd kick me out first.
Yeah.
For sure.
I feel like that's most like boy mom. Well,
Mhm.
except for the boy moms, but like I feel like that's most moms of boys when they fall in love with a girlfriend and they're like, oh yeah, he can go away, but you can stay here. He'll take care of you. You know.
Well, it teaches them in consequences. I mean, if the mom has any influence over the boy at that age or whatever age this is happening, like, yeah, he can go fuck off. You are a victim here. Please, we love you. We're sorry
Mm-hmm.
that I'm sorry that my son did that shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I would feel if I was a mom in that position.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I talked to my dad. My dad's my financial advisor,
he
pretty
really is.
much.
Yeah, he's turning into our financial
Yeah,
advisor. He's
and
helping us with that.
I'm like, should I do this? Am I being smart? Am I thinking of everything? Am I checking all the boxes? And he was like, sure. Which I'm not used to that from my dad. He's like, yeah, if that's what you think, like you did all the stuff, you did all the things for it, so go ahead, put in an offer. And I was like, are you sure? I was scared.
That was crazy. So when we were purchasing the camper originally, like, so we viewed it. We went down to this guy's place over in like an hour and a half away from here, and we viewed the camper, and we were like, yeah, we're gonna think about it. Like, we're not ready to make an offer right this very minute because we need to talk about it. We need time to digest
Mm-hmm.
this thing. And we that night we're like looking at other campers that we still like might have wanted to view, and we're like, these ones would have to be renovated or painted. This one is a little bit more expensive versus the other ones, but like, how much money are we gonna have to put in
We
to
didn't
like
have to
make
do
it?
anything to this one, really.
No,
You
this
replaced
was
like a faucet.
I mean, this has been an insanely awesome investment.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the cliche is like you don't move in until you get married. And
Mm-hmm.
then once you're married, like you have to take care of the other person,
Mm.
right?
Like you feel like you're bound to take care of the other person.
We don't have that.
Mm-mm.
So for other couples who might be in a position where moving in together is probably the right move in a lot of ways, what's the fallout? How do you manage that? What are the new obligations and the new things that you have to learn how to do once you're in the same space?
In a way, at least this is just me. I've always seen it similar to like roommates you have in college. You
Mhm.
have your shared spaces. Well, now everything is your shared space. Besides my desk and your desk,
Yeah.
everything else is a shared space. The bedroom, the bathroom, everything.
Mhm.
I was kind of, well, I don't want to say raised. I actually want to say that working at Aldi, instilled this in me at the ripe age of 18, that if you see it, do it. So I applied
Yeah.
that at with my roommates at college. If the trash was full, take it out. Now, would it get annoying if it would get full and I was the only one taking it out? Absolutely. But once I had roommates, shout out to Nicole, I love you. She had the very similar mindset as me where she would see it, she would do it. If the dishes were in the sink, she would clean it. And I would come home and I'd be like, oh my gosh, did you do the dishes? And she's like, yeah, it just needed done. I was like, well, I was going to get to that later. And she's like, well, I just saw it, so I did it now. And I'm like, thank God there's someone else like that. And I'm glad
Mhm.
that I think we're on a similar page.
Yeah, my philosophy is if you're available for a task, you should just fucking do it. So if you're at work and I'm at home on a day off or whatever, I should do the dishes. I should take out the trash. I should do a little laundry just to knock that out because in a few days we're gonna have to do it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
If you're available for a task, fucking do it. And if you, this is something I saw this on an Instagram reel the other day. A lady was talking about how This is not my opinion. I'm regurgitating a video. Lady was talking about how there's like a cliche of where women will do the dishes and the laundry and all of the cleaning tasks, and the men never will. And she was saying that men have lower standards for cleanliness, not to the floor, but like maybe just a little bit lower standards for cleanliness than the woman. And the woman will hit that standard, or will, as soon as there's too many dishes and like she doesn't feel like it's clean anymore, she'll do the dishes. Whereas the man is like, that's not dirty enough for me to want to do the dishes yet. Give it 5 or 6 more plates, and then his threshold will be hit and he'll do the dishes. But because it's always later than hers, she's the one to do it. I feel like that is something that is really nice to be aware of as a man, because it helps me open my eyes to be like, what is the standard that we should be living in? Not that I'm comfortable living in. I have to see this area through the lens of like, not just a woman, my partner, my person. Because like, it doesn't matter what their fucking gender is in this. What's the standard that you want to live in? Like, I have a standard for how I like my desk to look. Yours is a little bit more cluttered than mine. As long as yours is organized and clean, like if there's like dishes on it, like I will absolutely clean it, but that's your space. I'm not going to clean that because I would do things differently, and that's not, I don't have to live with the consequences. It's not my fucking desk. But if dishes are, if the sink is full of dishes, we don't have a dishwasher. So like it's just dishes in sink and we'll take it over the house. But if the sink is full of dishes, like I should do them because they need to be done.
You think it's true that men have a lower standard for?
Oh yeah.
Like, cause like I think about like, what is it called? Like boy room, where it's like one pillow, one blanket, no fitted sheet on the bed.
If you want, if you want to talk about men's living standards, we have a higher tolerance for dirt or things not being clean necessarily, but we also have a lower threshold of necessity. We don't need as much to get by. So that very hilarious meme of like where a dude has a folding table, his gaming PC with all the RGB lights, and a fucking 5-gallon bucket turned upside down as gaming chair. Like, his standards are definitely like, I want to play good video games, and my furniture, I don't give a fuck about. When it comes to like cleaning, it's like, I'll wash the sheets every other month. Like some men are kind of gross, but like I'm the only one dealing with it.
Right. You don't have to share that with
exactly.
someone.
As soon as you're in a relationship, men, you gotta listen up to this one. As soon as you're in a relationship, your standards for how clean your shit is have got to be higher. They've got to be higher. If you want a partner, fucking be clean. Clean yourself. Get a haircut. Fucking do the dishes.
Wash your butt crack.
Wash your booty and your sheets. Like all the time. All the fucking time. Because it means so much to the other person, especially if they're a girl. But it means so much to the girl if your shit's clean. He's like, oh, I can feel comfortable in this space.
We love clean men. We love men who can take care of themselves. Hygiene is very important.
I feel like I speak on this a lot. I can speak on this a lot because you were more or less moving into my space. Even though the camper was a shared purchase, the setup, the environment, all of the furniture that's here that we moved over was mine. Really, the only addition was your desk. And then we slowly did acquire other furniture, like a bookshelf, or like we changed into IKEA desks and built all that cool stuff out. But
I will say, before I came over for the first time, you got new bed sheets and a comforter.
I don't remember this.
You don't remember this?
I feel like I would have done that. You were
like, my comforter is too childish.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean? Was there like dinosaurs on it? Because that's kind of sick.
That would have been sick.
But no, it was just like red stripes with white stripes.
Yeah, I remember. So they just made me feel like I was still in high school because I had these sheets in high school and I was like graduated from college. Again, men's living standards. Like, I didn't need a new comforter. It worked. It functioned perfectly.
I'll be completely honest. I've had these.
Have given a shit?
I wouldn't have given a shit because I've had this purple comforter with sparkles on it from when I picked them out when I was like 6 years old.
Oh, shit.
And I still have that comforter Because it's pretty.
Mhm.
Now it slides off the bed all the time because it's silky.
Yeah.
But dude, I'd still put that on a bed. Like it's so pretty.
With me though,
if you wouldn't care,
I wouldn't care.
I'd put purple sparkly
So
sheets
if
on a
you're
comforter.
thinking about buying a new comforter because your girlfriend's coming over, unless it's like dirty, fuck it. If it's presentable, who cares, dude? Lightning McQueen
That'd be funny.
comforter. Oh, dude, that'd be sick. One day, I'm gonna surprise you with a car's bedroom. I'm just gonna put car shit on everything, stickers on mirrors.
On April Fools.
Oh yeah, that would be a really good video.
But yeah, I think just splitting up the chores and then like vocalizing if the other person isn't, putting in their share.
We're just asking the other one. It's like, hey, just to put it on your radar, like, hey, while I'm at work, can you do me a favor? Can you do a load of laundry? Yes.
Yeah,
now I have that in my brain and it matters to you, so I should take it fucking seriously. The exception is like if I'm sick and like really not, like genuinely not in a great space to like try and accomplish a task other than self-care.
And then another big point that I've been learning myself is if you have not set those expectations, don't be angry when it doesn't happen. Because there have been times where I think you've been off of work, like on your Saturdays, and I'll come home and I'll see that the laundry isn't done and the dishes aren't done, but you've done other things.
Yeah, like I've been doing a lot of outdoor projects lately.
You cut the grass, you worked on the barn, things like that.
Helping my dad with farm stuff.
And I've come home and I've been like, oh, are you kidding me? Now we have to get this done because the next time we're going to do this is Tuesday, so more and more things are going to pile up. This happened this past weekend and I had to choose not to be upset because I didn't really
I had no idea that you were upset about it. You did.
It wasn't that bad. I chose not to be upset.
Yeah, you were like, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. You were like, this would have been really nice if it had happened.
There was only one thing that I did ask you to do and you didn't do, but it was such a new minor thing.
What was it?
Put up the umbrellas for my plants.
I thought about it. I passed by them multiple times that day. And the reason I didn't was because they looked fine and it was really gloomy.
And when I came home, it was sunny, and so I put them up.
I'm sorry. It was sunny. It was sunny when you came home. That is right. But like all day, I passed by them over and over again. And it was not sunny.
Okay. But then I put them up eventually because it was sunny. And I was like, I thought maybe you just forgot.
No, I didn't forget.
Oh, you just purposefully chose not to do it when I...
Well, yeah. Should I not do that in the future?
Yeah.
And it's that easy.
Because I came home and I was like, oh, the umbrellas aren't up. I even talked to Krista about it. I told her before I left, I was like, I have these umbrellas that I put over my plants. And I asked him to, I said, it was a day of where I was telling my my coworkers, like, I'm not mad, just disappointed because I was training. And they know their job. I was training the new thing. So they know how to do their job. And they didn't do like some of the basic things that they were supposed to do. Because we just assume like, oh yeah, you're supposed to do this, whatever. And when I went in there at the end of the day and saw that something wasn't done, I came out with the sheet and I said, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. So then I talked to Krista about the umbrellas and I was like, if I go home and they're not up, I'm not going to be mad. I'm just going to be disappointed. And I sent her a picture. But yeah, if you could just put those up for me.
I would absolutely love to put those up for you, baby. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, it was that. And then I came home and saw that the dishes still hadn't been done and the laundry. But I know you had been outside. You'd been working on the podcast. You had been doing other things. It's not like you were lazy and just sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah. I had boxes that I had to check that were on a timeline or on like this can only be accomplished on this day. Whereas these other things are like, I can do dishes tomorrow. I can do the laundry tomorrow.
But you know what? Instead of getting mad and being angry about it for the entire rest of the day, I just did the dishes and the laundry. And then they got done.
Because
and then
even though you like when you get home and like the other person doing other shit, like they're tied up, even if you don't want to, are you available for it? Like I want to make sure like I didn't intentionally not do them so that way you would do them.
No.
I was tied up. And then in those moments you were like, I don't want to do this, but I am available to. So I will do them for us. It's a unity type thing.
Exactly. Because I got home somewhat early. It was like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it's like usually every Saturday it's on my, like I have a to-do list and dishes and laundry just on it. Always.
Yeah. And it was that easy.
It is that easy, dude.
I
It's
just did it,
genuinely
and
that
then
easy.
I think, what did we do later that night? Watch video, watch a
Yeah, I think we
movie
watched
or
a
something
movie.
like that.
Yeah.
Then we had time to
We
do
had great
stuff.
cuddle time. It was
And
awesome. Freaking love cuddle time, dude.
I
love cuddle time.
But yeah, just little things like that. And if it does bother you, talk about it. Like right now, I just talked about the umbrellas. It wasn't that deep.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, I did. I just thought you forgot. So when
Yeah.
you said you didn't forget,
No,
that's
I'll be
when
honest.
it was.
This is what fucking focus real quick. This is what healthy communication looks like. Not lying about making a mistake to the person that it's affecting, and then her not taking it out on me. Wow,
crazy. You just talk it out and say, next time, please do it. Like, I know your intentions were good because it was on and off gloomy, on and off rainy.
It's that fucking easy, folks. I swear. This is mostly just to the men. Stop being pricks and fucking listen to your girl. God.
Yeah.
Other men piss me off.
Oh. Yeah, sometimes. But yeah, just if you see it, do it. If you have time, just like you said, if you have time and you're available, I was available at that time. You weren't. You were cutting grass. So
you gotta get the grass cut. It's a 5-acre property.
Yeah, you gotta do it before it gets dark.
Yeah,
you can
and it's been
do
raining
later.
every day. So that was like the one day where it wasn't going to, and it was gloomy, or it was like shaded. It wasn't like direct sunlight, Florida at 2 p.m. So like it was the best time, and it takes so fucking long to do it.
Yeah, I feel like we could go on this forever and ever about all these things.
You want to move on to our little rituals that we've established?
Sure.
This is something you can look forward to when you move in with your partner, even if you're not married. And that's discovering the tiny little things that you can do for the other person that makes living in a shared space that much better for both of you.
Just their like little habits, their routines, their things that they do that.
They're little things that they don't, that it's so minor that they don't like, but you'll remember it. So that way you can, I'm thinking about the zipper of your pillowcase.
You said it one time, I think.
And I've never had to deal with it ever again. And it was the other day where I was just like, do you purposefully never flip your pillow like horizontally because you want to keep the zipper away from me? And you're like, yes, I do. And I'm like, that's so fucking sweet.
He doesn't like so you know, in a pillowcase or on the pillow, the zippers on the end, keeping everything shut. If it's on your side, it will get, when we cuddle, I don't know about y'all, we're cuddle bugs.
Yeah.
I have to be touching
like we're
in
touching
some
right
way,
now.
shape, or form. So we ended up like sharing the middle of the bed. So my pillowcase and zipper will get in your face and vice versa. There was one time you were like, can you flip your pillow around? I don't like the zipper being in my face. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. Now, every time I put on my pillowcase, I make sure the zippers are in the same corner for both my pillow and the pillowcase. And I always keep it on the opposite side so it doesn't go near you.
And it is so nice. And I appreciate it every time.
You never had to
deal with it again.
And that was crazy that the other day you brought it up. You're like, you intentionally do this?
Because if you did it, so if you just threw a pillow on the bed, there's a 25% chance that the zipper is going to be on the bottom middle corner and affecting bottom
middle corner.
Okay, 2 pillows, bottom corner in the middle of the bed.
Okay.
There we go. The bottom corner that's in the middle of the bed. There's a 25% chance it's going to be there. That's where it will affect me. It would not.
Yeah, I was about to make fun of you for that. I was about to be like,
I sound like a fucking seal.
What's the song?
Anyways, back to what I was saying. There's a 25% chance that the zipper will be in the spot where it's going to affect me. There's a 0% chance that it's random if it never affects me, which means it has to be intentional. So I noticed that. I picked up on it. I was like, I've never had to deal with a zipper. I was like putting your pillowcase on and I'll like line up the zippers and everything. I'm like, it's never on my side. Hey babe, do you like intentionally do this? Or do you just like the logo in a specific way or whatever? She's a Hufflepuff pillowcase. If you like the logo like visible or whatever, you're like, no, I keep it away from you. And I'm like, that's so fucking sweet. You're the best.
I try my best. I try my best with the other thing that one of your little pet peeves.
Yeah.
But sometimes I still forget.
I'm a high maintenance motherfucker, dude.
You are.
I feel like I'm
bit.
but it's like really tiny things.
It's little things, like random things.
It's not like sweep the floor once a week. It's like the tiny shit.
So, again, a camper. when you push in drawers or cupboards, you have to like push them in all the way and they kind of like lock. Like there's like a bump that'll go over, like an extra thing to keep it secure so that when you're driving a camper, it's not going to just swing open. Well, I'm lazy and I'll just push it in enough so that it like is just about closed, but I don't push it in all the way for it to like lock.
Yeah, it's not like a self-closing drawer or something like that.
And it does have just the tiniest gap on the drawers and the mirror in the bathroom.
Yeah.
The cabinet mirror. That one's more noticeable because the mirror will just be off.
You'll be like, why am I crooked?
Yeah, just by like half an inch. And you were like, hey, babe, can you just make sure you close the drawers all the way and the mirror all the way? It bothers me to that. And I was like, sure.
I just like the way that it looks. It looks clean.
I still need to be reminded every once in a while, especially
because it's easy to forget.
Especially same with the closet doors.
Yeah, not latching those closed.
Because I am so used to just and walking away.
Yeah, I've lived in a camper like twice as long as you, so it's all of this is like instinctual. Yeah,
but I think I'm getting better. Have I been getting better?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was looking at like the other little things that I wrote down for you. Like, I'll end up getting you a little napkin every time that you sit down to eat.
I always need a napkin when I eat. Every single time.
I need a napkin.
I need a drink, and probably chapstick nearby.
Well, it's a good thing you eat right here because your chapstick's in the drawer, which we've established in previous episodes, which you should definitely go watch.
Yeah, I always need a napkin, even if I'm not actually going to use it. I don't know. I just need it in my hand. It's like an emotional support napkin.
I just said that, yeah.
I didn't
know. We were talking at the same time.
But I just need it. It's like when kids, like babies, have that like reflex where you put something in their palm and they instinctually like close down on it.
That's a napkin to you?
Yeah, I like crumple it up. I have to like hold on to it.
Oh, I've never noticed that.
I have to hold on to it. Sometimes I'll leave restaurants with napkins in my hands because I'm still holding them. We've not gone out to eat often, but yeah.
I'm learning this for the very first time, folks. That's crazy.
At lunch at work, I'll often be like walking out in a guest area and I'm like, oh, I'm
going to notice this for the rest of my life now, aren't I?
Maybe. I mean, I do a good job trying not to. I try to be more self-aware about it, but I'll just walk out with it in my hand.
Not like a big deal.
No.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think it's cute.
Yeah, and you make sure that my water bottle is filled each night.
Yes. If I'm available to do it, I'm going to do it. I need guys to realize that anytime you're in a relationship and you're about to do something for you, check if it's also something you could do for your other person. For example, filling your partner's water bottle. Every night, I need my fucking water bottle filled because I'm a hydrated bitch. She's my hydrated queen. And I need her to also drink water. So I'm going to fill your water bottle.
Because I don't drink water
enough.
No,
you don't drink it nearly enough. But if you had it with you, there's a higher chance that you would. And it takes negative time for me to also fill your water bottle.
Yeah.
Like it takes more effort for me to not fill your water bottle, like mentally to be like, I know I need to fill it, but I'm not going to this time. Like that takes more mental gymnastics than it would be to just fucking fill her water bottle.
But yeah, was it last night or 2 nights ago? I'm putting lotion on my feet in the bathroom. And I was like, you were like ready to get into bed. So I was okay, sometimes I'll be like, how can he help me get into bed faster? Like what can finish my routine faster?
Because your routine is a little bit longer than mine.
So I saw my water bottle and I was like, ugh, I'm going to have to refill that. Cause last I had it, it was like down to here. So I was like, hey babe, can you do me a favor? Do you mind filling my water bottle? And you were like, I don't remember what you said. You're like, yeah, I was like, yeah, sure. And then you walked away and got in bed.
Yep.
And I was like,
her water bottle's on the counter in front of her, and she hasn't noticed.
And I was like, why didn't he come grab it? I was like, he's being cheeky.
I was being cheeky. I was waiting for you to notice.
And when you were like, yeah, sure. And I was like, okay. And then you just went to bed. And I was like, hold on. And then I picked it up full to the top. Full water bottle.
Filled it an hour earlier.
I didn't notice. Yeah, you take good care of me.
Yeah. I love you.
I love you.
Mwah.
I like living with you. You make it easy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know that like I'm having a little moment here, but like that makes me feel really good.
Yeah.
It's just innate for most men, I think, to like feel like they can help provide an environment like that. And it means a lot to me every time that you tell me this. And it's never lost on me and I appreciate it. So thank you.
Maybe I love you.
I love you too.
Mm,
I think it's a really good spot to end the podcast.
I agree.
So thank you guys so much for watching.
What?
I don't know. I'm just being goofy. Thank you guys so much for.
You bashful now?
A little bit. I'm a little blushing. I'm like blushing, I think.
I just gotta compliment you more.
Yeah. This girl got me flowers, dude. Like,
I
she
did
loved
get
me
him
a lot.
flowers.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to support Lily and I, please subscribe to us on YouTube primarily. And then if you want to follow us on our Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify, that would also help us out. But go to our YouTube. If you're not on YouTube right now, because it means you're on Spotify, you should go to YouTube. But yeah, you should subscribe to us because we're going to keep making content every week at Sunday at 9 is when these videos and posts will be released. And yeah, we just want to build this into something cool, and we want to make other videos too and branch out into other things, which we're currently working on. So stay posted on our social medias for updates regarding that. So we got some cool stuff coming up, which is pretty cool.
Thank you for watching.